Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Beauty by Nisha. If you're new here, my name is Nisha. Hello and welcome. And for today's video, I'm finally doing my Tatcha Skincare review. So if you want to see a review of all the Tatcha Skincare products that I have recently purchased and I've been using day and night over the last 3 months, three months? Yeah, I would say about 3 to 4 months, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and continue to watch. So it is the video I have been so excited to film because I tested out Tatcha Skincare products over the last 3 to 4 months, I would say. I was using Tatcha, I believe from like November 4th onwards until now. I'm still using them, and I was using them in the morning and in the evening. So basically my entire skincare routine consisted of Tatcha products. So let's review, let's get into it. I cannot wait to share my thoughts with you. I did do a before and after. Unfortunately, in the last few weeks here, when I was nearing the end of my time of reviewing all the products before some of them actually ran out, I had a very big hormonal breakout. My skin is not in a good place. It's struggling these last 2 weeks, I would say. So the before and after is not really that great. I wish it would have been better because there is some products that I honestly do feel like would make a difference. I'll show the before and after and kind of highlight the areas that I noticed the biggest difference over the last 3 months that I have been using these products in comparison to obviously the products I was using before. So I will show that just because, but just so you're aware, I had a hormonal breakouts. My hormones have been up and down, up and down. You know, it's just been a roller coaster ride. My skin was decent for about 2 months, and then once I was nearing the end of using some of these products and they were running out, then it was it was not good anymore. Let's review. I will review each product in order and describe how I use them, what my thoughts are. So let's get into it. Let's review these Tatcha products. So we will start with cleanser. I have 2 cleansers. I have the Pure One Step Camilla Cleansing Oil, and then I have the Tatcha the Rice Wash. The reason why I have 2 cleansers is because I double cleanse. I usually start with a oil base, which is the Camilla Cleansing Oil, and then I'll finish with a more creamy based cleanser. Sometimes it'll be more of a foaming cleanser, either or, but that's how I usually start off with the oil. So this is actually my second or third bottle of the cleansing oil. I do love this product. I've always loved this product before I tried any other Tatcha products. This is one that I really loved. It's honestly a great cleanser. It doesn't make my skin super oily. It doesn't break out. It's very gentle on my skin. It's great for makeup and non-makeup days. When I'm wearing full glam like I am right now, it's honestly so good, and it's so easy to, remove makeup. It's perfect. I love this cleanser. 10 out of 10 would recommend using this cleanser. It's really good. The rice wash, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's a good cleanser. I like that it has some exfoliants, exfoliating components to it. I would say it's kind of a mixture of the rice scrub. So it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's very good at removing makeup all on its own. You definitely need to double cleanse with this. I would say that it's gentle, but because it has those exfoliating components in it, I think if you have very sensitive skin, you might get a little bit irritated. I did have some areas that kind of not broke out, but I realized that I have a little bit of a sensitivity to vitamin C products. So if they're high potency in vitamin C, and I use them daily. My skin gets a little bit irritated, so I have to be a little bit more sparing when I use vitamin C products. Basically just using them every other day or every third day. So that's what I experienced over the last couple weeks as well, which also could be a contributor to my breakout that was around here, which is the area that got the most irritated. But it didn't make it worse, but it was a little bit irritating to that area, I found. So this isn't bad, but it's not really like the best. So I give it a 7 out of 10. Next product is the Tatcha the Essence. So it's a plumping skin softener. I really do like this essence. I normally use the fresh black tea one. That's been my go-to. I've used it for the past few years. Like I haven't tried any other essences, but I've really liked that one. It's honestly perfect. I would say that this one is almost comparable, but I actually prefer the black tea one over this one. This one definitely, you know, makes your skin feel very plump and everything, and it does soften. I wouldn't say that it's a very hydrating essence because it does say that it softens, plumps with deep hydration, but I honestly don't feel like it was very hydrating at all. I also didn't find that it helped my like serums absorb better, whereas like the black tea essence I find does do that for me. So this one I will give a 8 out of 10 just because it doesn't do the hydrating part of it, and it doesn't really help any serums kind of absorb. But overall, it's a very nice essence. I think if you're looking for something that does soften your skin and plump it up, you would notice a difference. This definitely does plump up the skin, is what I notice the most out of everything that it does, but it is a plumping skin softener essence. So, I mean, it's doing exactly what it says it's gonna do, so that's good. And for the next product, I was actually kind of disappointed because the price point is obviously like kind of high and it really just didn't do anything for me. I had high hopes because I have tried another product in this line, and I'm talking about the Tatcha Violet C Brightening Serum. I didn't notice a difference at all with this. It didn't do much brightening. Like this only lasted me about 2.5 months, this bottle, and honestly this is a quite expensive product, so that was also disappointing. But yeah, like in terms of like brightening and stuff, I really honestly didn't even see a difference at all in comparison to other like, you know, vitamin C type of serums that I've used. This just didn't hit the mark on that. So this one, honestly, I would probably give about a 4 out of 10 just because like it just honestly like it didn't do anything for me, and it only lasting about 2.5 months, and I was only using 1 pump. The directions say to use 1 to 2 pumps, but I was only using 1 pump, and yeah, I just didn't notice a difference with this one. So this one was very disappointing. Definitely wouldn't recommend this one. I mean, it is highly rated, so if you do want to try it, maybe try to see if you can get a sample of it. But for me personally, I didn't notice, and I've used a lot of vitamin C serums over the years, and this one honestly was probably one of the most disappointing ones that I've used. So I was really sad about that. And then we have the Tatcha the Rice Polish Classic. They have different lines depending on your skin type as well as kind of what you're looking for. This is honestly my second one. I love this as a facial scrub and exfoliator. It is super gentle on the skin. You notice a difference. Your skin feels soft. It feels clean. Like it's a really good scrub. If I don't use the Wishful Yo Glow, this one is my go-to. This one is honestly, I feel even more gentle than the other one that I use. So I like 10 out of 10 would recommend this. I love it. It's super gentle and not irritating, and it does the job. Like it is so good. And like I said, this is multiple purchases. This isn't just a one-time thing. Like I know I like this. I used this before. So I will probably always like incorporate this into my skincare routine just because I love it so much. And then we have the Tatcha the Dewy Skin Cream. This again is something that I have used before. This is actually my third one. I love the skin cream. It does give you that softening, dewy, just, it's really nice. I wouldn't say it's super hydrating, but it does do a little bit of hydrating for you. It's not anything like crazy in terms of hydration. It does say ultra hydrating, but I don't think that it's ultra hydrating. When I did have that skin irritation, this wasn't really helping the hydrating, like it was getting really dry in certain areas, and this honestly didn't help those areas. So I had to use another like hydrating. I used like the Clinique Moisture Surge, and that one did it because I think it's like more lightweight and water-based, whereas this one is definitely more like a cream. So if you have like really dry skin, like dry flaky skin, I don't think that this would work because it is so like still very creamy. You'd want to use something more like water, like hydrating, like the Clinique Moisture Surge. For me personally anyway, that helped the most and the quickest. But this overall is a really good cream. I really like it. I would probably give it about a 9 out of 10 just because it isn't ultra hydrating like it says it is. I mean, you're gonna get some hydration, but it's not gonna be like an insane amount. But I do really love this, and I am out of it again. Honestly, this lasted me 3 months. I mean, I wish it lasted longer, but I use it day and night in my routine, and I definitely am going to be buying another one because I love this stuff. This stuff is good. The Tatcha the Silk Peony Eye Cream, amazing. Usually I use the Banana Bright eye cream, and I love that. I live by it. But this one is up there. It is comparable, honestly. I wouldn't say like right away you notice a big difference. I think over time. So that's one thing about it is like Banana Bright eye cream, I notice a difference like right away. This, as long as I use it consistently and I use it every day, then I notice the difference. I would say over about 2 to 3 days is when I started to see a difference in my under eyes. Honestly, it is so good. I would say that it does brighten, it's smooth, it's hydrating, and it's just like so soft on the skin. Like honestly, I really love this. I think if I had to choose like eye creams, I would choose this one up there with the Banana Bright one. I think this one is just a lot more gentle on my skin, especially if it does get irritated under my eyes by another product. This didn't do any like burning or stinging or anything like that. I'm usually a pretty tired person, so I do use eye cream every day, and this one didn't do any irritating of any kind, especially if it was a little bit more dry in the under eye area. This was perfect. It was great. Honestly, like highly recommend this. I would say it is, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 just because you don't notice the results and a difference like right away, but you do over time. And yeah, I still got quite a bit left in here. You don't need much, like a little goes a long way. Yeah, this is so good. Now let's get into masks. And first I'll start with the Overnight Indigo Repair Mask. This mask, I will say, is very pricey. I got it during the Sephora sale because I honestly didn't really want to pay regular price for it because I was like, what if I hate it? But it's actually a very nice mask. I would say it does the job. It is very like lightweight, like it feels heavy, like creamy wise, but it absorbs very well into the skin. It is a really good overnight mask. My skin doesn't feel sticky or tacky or anything, which I hate with overnight masks that feel like that because I do not want to sleep with that on my skin. I don't like my skin up against the pillow when it feels sticky and tacky. This doesn't do that. It's a really good mask. I notice a difference. My skin in the morning feels plump, it feels soft, it feels like luminous and hydrated. It overall looks so much better every time I use this. I was using it every night, but then I kind of noticed it wasn't really doing very much anymore, and I think it was because my skin was just getting used to it. So I stopped for a couple days and then I used it again just to see, and it definitely does make a difference. Highly recommend this mask. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 just because, you know, it's not super specific in terms of like what it does. I would say it's hydrating. It gives you a good shine, plumping, all that kind of stuff. But if you're looking for something like super ultra hydrating or very like brightening or anything, like I don't feel like this one would do that. It's just overall your skin just looks really nice, especially like when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, my skin still looks good. So this 8 out of 10 would recommend. It's also very pricey, I find, honestly, for an overnight mask. I feel like you could get other overnight masks that are probably just as good, but for a little bit less. That's why I give it an 8 out of 10. This mask I have talked about before in previous videos. This is my second one. I've used up my other one. I do really like this mask. It really does do the job. And that's why I was a little disappointed when the serum didn't really do what it was supposed to. I'm talking about the Tatcha of the Violet Sea Radiance Mask. This adds radiance to your skin. So that's why I had really high hopes for the brightening serum, but it just doesn't compare to the mask. The mask, one thing I love is that it's purple and it's just really nice. It does brighten. My skin feels so good after I use it. Everything, like, it's really good. I would say like this over the serum for sure. You might as well just use the mask. I honestly like this way more. I would give this about, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, just because it only really does the brightening stuff and kind of does a little bit of softening and like plumping and stuff, but it's not like a big difference in that department, but you will get some brightening out of this. It's my favorite brightening mask, and like I said, this is what I go back to. I am a repurchaser of this. This is my second one, so highly recommend this one if you're looking for something that is brightening. And last but not least, I feel like I liked this product before, but I just like honestly didn't really like it that much this time around, which is kind of weird. I don't know if it's just something I've tried other products that are just better. And I'm talking about the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. So I think I would like this better if the spray was better. The spray on this, it just like doesn't come out very easily, and it kind of bothers me like that I have to like pump it so much to like get product out of it, whereas like other products that pump like this that are similar, like honestly are like a continuous spray and or continuous mist, and it's nice. And honestly, like Tatcha's not cheap. It's a quite expensive skincare line, so the fact that this doesn't just give me like a continuous mist kind of bothers me because it's expensive. I mean, the packaging, the bottle and everything is nice, but it's just, yeah. So it is just supposed to give you like hydration and glow. I usually use it under and over makeup, or just on no makeup days to give myself a little bit more of like a dewy look to my face. And it does when you initially spray it, and like even on a no makeup day, when you initially spray it, yes, your skin looks glowy and dewy and great. But after a few hours, it wears off and you probably want to reapply and do it again. So it's not like super long lasting, I would say. And I wouldn't say that it helps hold my makeup, you know? So it's definitely not like setting. It really just gives you like a like, I was mixing dewy and luminous together. It definitely gives you like a dewy, like luminous look to your skin, but only for a very short period of time. So this one I would give it a 6 out of 10 because it doesn't do a continuous spray, and like I feel like, let me see if I can show you. Oh, that was the best spray I think it's done for me. But you see, I had to like pump it a couple times, and the first spray it's like splats kind of at you, and then so I don't really want to have to like do a couple before I can actually get the spray, because it's just a waste of product at that point. That product is just, yeah. Or it's just like splatting on my face, and I don't need like 3 to 4 pumps of it on my skin. So that's just, it it's just that part of it that really bothers me. It just wasn't that great. So there you have it. There are my individual reviews of Tatcha Skincare products. Some were amazing and I love them and I would use them again, especially like, you know, as I run out of it, I would repurchase and incorporate those into my regular skincare routine. I really like some of the products. But other products were just a complete miss and very disappointing. And honestly, for the price point of some of these products, it's just, I just can't recommend them. I think you can honestly find some things that are better than like a few of the products. Like the Violet C Brightening Serum, no, did not work for me. The Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, didn't really work for me either. Those are definitely my two very least favorite products. And then the rice wash is a good overall, just like regular cleanser, but personally I have other cleansers that I like actually more than I like this one. So this one, honestly, I can't recommend over other cleansers, especially like, you know, like even if you were gonna do like the Fresh Beauty like soy face cleanser and stuff like that, those ones are really good and I would use those over this. So once I use up this, I wouldn't repurchase it. Let's see, the Pure One Step Cleansing Oil, already a repurchase. You already know that I would. The Silk Peony Eye Cream, 100% would repurchase. Same, this is already a repurchase as well with the Rice Polish, Dewy Skin Cream, and the Violet C Radiance Mask. Like those ones are already repurchases. I would recommend those. I love them. They've been in my skincare routine for a little while now because I actually do really like those products. The Essence, if I couldn't find one that, you know, wasn't doing exactly like the plumping part of it, then I would probably go towards this. I think if you're looking for that specific type of thing for your skin, then this is a really good buy. Would I repurchase this? Possibly, if that's what I'm looking for, but I do really love my other Essence. So once I use this up, I probably won't repurchase it for a while until I maybe feel like I need to have a skin plumping essence. So this one is like a 50-50 rebuy. The Indigo Overnight Repair Mask, this I probably wouldn't repurchase. I mean, it's great and it does a lot of great things for my skin when I wake up in the morning, but I have tried other overnight masks that are also really nice and really good. So, and for the price point, like I just can't bring myself to want to repurchase it. It's not something that I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. You need to have it. Screw the price of it. Just go and get it. Like I just can't bring myself to wanting to repurchase this once this is out because it doesn't do anything super amazing, I guess you could say. Do the products work really well all together? Yes, but honestly, there is some products that didn't really shine through even using other Tatcha products, which you would have expected them to, mostly like the serum. You would expect a serum for sure to just shine through and really do well and work really nicely if you're using the same brand products all throughout the skincare routine. So that was disappointing because it didn't really do very much. Would I say that my skin looks better than it ever has before? No, I wouldn't. I think that there is other skincare routines that I've had in the past that honestly altogether with those products, my skin looked really, really nice, either just like the Tatcha Skincare did for me at a lesser price point or even better. So I wouldn't say that, you know, getting all Tatcha Skincare is worth it. I think there's some products that are really great and that I think that you might like if you incorporated them into your skincare routine. But using all of them all together doesn't really make too much of a difference. I think you get the same result or a better result with other products that you use in terms of what your skin needs. And some products honestly just were a big flop. So those are my thoughts on the Tatcha products. There's some products that obviously I'm going to finish up before I jump into a new skincare brand and review that brand. I want to make sure I use up all these products because the shelf life on these ones once they're open is only 6 months, which is not very long, but I mean, like I said, some of the products only lasted about 3 months and that's using them day and night. So, you know, when you think about the 6-month shelf life, if you're using it like that and every day in your skincare routine, you'll probably use it up in that time. So that's one thing, because a lot of the time I think most skincare brands and stuff are anywhere from 6 to 12 months anyway, depending on the product. But you would be able to use up these products. I wouldn't say it's like an abundance of it, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't say that these would last you over a year. If you're using them regularly. But there you have it. There is my review of Tatcha Skincare. I will be doing another skincare review for another brand later on, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna finish up using these products first before I jump into a new one, because I wanna make sure that, you know, I'm using up all my skincare and it's not just piling up as I use new stuff. So we wanna use up everything. That's my goal for this year, is to use up things before I go out and buy new ones. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to get into the groove of that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if there is any other skincare brands that you're curious about and that I should review in the future. Don't forget to go to my Instagram and follow me there, as well as my TikTok, both at Beauty by Nisha. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on that notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.